yeah, it is. Oh,
What does it feel like?
it's hard. Feels like
Looks like it's going to be an interesting day today. We got a bunch of things going on here. We're trying to get ready for surgeries, and Dr. Cooper Bailey's here with their exotic patients. Actually, Sophie has one here right in front of us. Let's see what's going on. What do you have here, Sophie?
This is George. He's
George.
a veiled chameleon. He's about 3 years old. He's here because he hasn't been eating and he's losing some weight, and we're going to do some testing here.
It's a
pretty
beautiful
soon.
color.
He is. He's considered a green.
Has he changed color since you've been here?
No,
He won't.
he has not.
You can see the veil on top of his head.
Yes.
Look at his tail all curled around. Chameleons have a prehensile tail.
It's curled around.
Dr. Bailey,
Yes.
it is prehensile.
They do.
So they can hold on to things with that. You can see his eye rotating, how they do.
And his little
See
feet.
if I can get a close-up of his eye if he's moving it around. That's so cool.
You said 120
yes.
for the blood.
What do we
Okay, I'm
have
just
over
gonna
here?
change this.
So this is a wild black rat snake. It came into another veterinary hospital for swallowing what's potentially a wooden egg. You can see
There's swelling there in his belly.
swelling right there.
Yeah.
So we need to take some images, look and see what he's got going on in there, and then take it out.
All right.
He's not the nicest.
Uh-oh. He's wild. He's a wild creature.
He's a wild snake.
So,
Are you gonna let me just walk
for
up
people watching this at home, what are the rules about picking up a wild snake and keeping it in your house, or not keeping it?
Well, the strong recommendation is not to take any wild snakes at all. One, especially if you don't know the difference between a wild snake and a venomous snake. So it's often just best to leave them alone.
Can I just carry George around with me? Is that right?
That's fine. Come on. Takes patience. I'm less likely to get bit this way. Come on. Go further up. Don't back. Come on. There we
She's
go.
pretty long. Oh, I see the balls.
And he's gonna poop here in a second. Be careful with that end.
Do you want me to move this?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take his bag and we're gonna go weigh it first. I've got him if you don't mind. Right here, this bag. Basically, it's just a pillowcase. So we wanna tear out the pillowcase's weight so we can get a weight on him. Alright.
She
Get a video of this. You're weighing the pillowcase.
Yes. I want to get weight, and then I was gonna pre-med. Now, you feel?
Oh yeah, it is. Oh,
What does it feel like?
it's hard. Feels like a golf ball. Or, actually, it kind of is like egg, almost egg shaped, like a ceramic
you know,
egg or
oblong,
something.
isn't it?
All right, this is where speed helps. I'm gonna take it from you. All right. Wait. All right, so we're 12:06. All right.
What are you published with or under or?
Gila Monsters. So I did the
Oh,
first.
Yeah.
I did the first blood values on Gila Monsters. But so in here they actually have tables on dosages for antimicrobials, for antifungals, things like that. And so it's a good guide to have. The other thing is too, at the end of it, it also will have normal values. It'll have vitals in here too. So if you guys are just ever wondering, so what's the preferred temperature of a black rat snake? In the back here, they'll have a list, and then they'll have different species, and then they'll give you some of that kind of information, gestation periods, blah blah blah. So it's pretty cool.
You need that.
Very important.
We gotta get one of those.
We do.
No. And we're gonna be.
What you doing, Casey?
I am filling prescriptions for clients.
Mm-hmm.
So they call and ask for refills, and it is our job to make sure that we have it ready for them when they come to pick it up. That way they don't have to wait out front.
So you do a little bit of everything. You're a pharmacy technician here today, and office manager on your spare time. Yeah.
Kind of do a little bit of everything around here. So when everybody's busy back here, we kind of have to, you know, make it work and make sure our clients are happy.
Well, good.
So, yeah.
Still getting used to these. So did you want to run that?
They were. We happily got them. Let's see how this goes. I know.
Hang on, George, I'm sorry.
This guy.
And that's what I'm gonna spin, and I send that whole thing.
Yep. I think we actually probably have enough.
Yay! Good boy,
So,
George.
It's on the low side, but I think that I think we're gonna be able to do it.
All right, I'm gonna let go of your tail, buddy.
Yes. All right. My spear.
So we have the snake under anesthesia now. Let's take a closer look and see. Got his little head in here. He's breathing the anesthetic gases and going off to sleep. And you can see there's the problem right there. So, Dr. Bailey, for all the wannabe snake vets here watching, my advice would be do not try this at home unless you have a Dr. Bailey in your practice. What would your advice be?
I would agree. He was not very nice. So, but this is gonna be.
So you're making an approach through the side, or you do it ventral, or?
So what we do is that we'll do approach from the side. You don't want to go through the bottom scales because you don't want to end up damaging them. So we're actually going to go through a spot of skin right here. And
In
then we're
between
going to
the scales.
remove it. So it's in between the scales, because if you go through and cut the scales, you can damage them. So we want to go in the skin, so this white area in between.
Yeah.
And you can see it's pretty hard. So it's probably a wooden egg that he has swallowed, unfortunately. So as soon as he's asleep, we'll get him intubated and get him into surgery.
The rate's about the same, but it doesn't move as
Well, here it is. This is my prize. I'm going to put it right here on our shelf here, and you can see it on Facebook Live. You can find us on Facebook at 3 o'clock every Tuesday. We do a live session here at the studio. So, but this is a wooden egg, and what happens is people who have chickens will put these eggs in with their chickens' eggs, and if a snake gets into the fence, into the chicken coop, they will eat this egg in an effort to try to kill the snake. Well, Dr. Cooper Bailey has saved this snake and removed this egg and let us keep this as a prize, and she'll rehabilitate that snake and release it back to the wild, because the rat snake is a wild animal and it's made to live in the wild. It's part of the ecosystem. It's kind of part of this whole balance of life that we have to do. How do we balance the way that we live with the impact that we have on our wildlife and our community? And so chicken farmers have a right to protect their chickens. I'm not sure if this is the best way to do it. If you have any comments about that, please comment below. What do you think about this wooden egg that we found in the snake?